When do you feel like we'll get a true sense of LeBron's role with the Lakers? If is he a third option now? And I guess the future of how long does he want to play? Feel like he can play, and being a maybe a third option for the Lakers, and what role that plays.
It's an interesting set of circumstances that's happened because I thought LeBron was awesome last year. He was second team All NBA. I thought he looked great. The Lakers had a disappointing end of the season. There was a bad matchup for them with Minnesota. But I thought that they really achieved in the regular season. They got the 3 seed. I mean, I know the difference between the 3 and the 6 was really tight, but they got it. And people were saying to me, "Why do you think this is it for LeBron?" And I'm like, "No. Like, look at him. He's still one of the top 10, 15 players in the league." And then a couple of things happened. First off, he had 2 injuries, Dan. So he sprained his knee in the last playoff game against the Wolves. In fact, had they extended that series, I don't know if he could have played. He missed training. He was out for weeks. He's never missed a playoff game in all, 20 years in the playoffs. He's never missed a playoff game. I'm not sure he would have been able to play in the next game. So he had this knee injury. Then he hits the sciatica. So he has the most injured offseason he's ever had, which maybe isn't a surprise at age 40, but it's still completely new. Also, they get Luka. So LeBron was already having a great season. LeBron played well after Luka got there, but the Luka thing happens, then he has the injuries. Okay, so these are 2 things that we've never seen. We've never seen him not be the A1A guy on his team. We've never seen him have offseason injuries before. Then his team without him plays really, really well. Absolutely never happened. Maybe his team has been able to keep their nose above water when he's been out, whether it's been for, a week or a month. They've never achieved. You've never looked at a team that has missed LeBron for multiple games and gone, man, they're doing great. And Austin Reeves is having a career year. So you've got this series of circumstances that he's never experienced before, not to mention not getting able to start a season, not having to have a training camp. So we are in completely unknown territory for him. It would be unknown territory if any one of those things was true. Now the whole menu is true. And by the way, he rejoins the team as the number 1 scorer in the history of the league, where the 2 guys on his team are in the top 10 in scoring. Reeves and Luka are like 1 and 9. I don't know, I haven't checked it today. Maybe Reeves has dropped a little bit, but when he came back, I think they were 1 and 8. So this is a completely different situation he's ever done. And the team's winning. You're not coming in and boy, the team's struggling and now you get. So I think he is absolutely in a little bit of the deep end of the pool that he's never been in before. I mean, how long has it been since LeBron's been in a situation that he hasn't not only seen but mastered? So this is awkward, and he's showing his age. The other night in that game was really a game where I really thought LeBron looked like an older player for the first time, where he wasn't getting lift. I mean, he had no rebounds, no steals, no blocks. That's never happened in 23 years, thousands of games. So you're asking a really relevant question. I don't think anybody knows. I think he's going through this day to day, trying to figure it out.
Would you be more surprised if he played another year or he retired at the end of this year?
I thought, even as recently as last spring, he has years left. I was not entertaining that this was going to be it, regardless of the contract, that's also something he's never experienced before, but is not really relevant. I don't think that's affecting his day to day. Now I'm just in the middle of, I don't know. And I know it's an unsatisfactory answer. And I think LeBron has pretty much said the same thing. He said, I don't know. I think Rich Paul, his agent, has said, I don't know. I don't know. But that's a departure from me because I was in the camp of this guy could Tom Brady it. And he still could Tom Brady it. But if you watched him play last year, there's no way you said that's a guy about to retire.